Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hi! My name is Natasha and it's fantastic to have you here. For today's video, we are taking a look at the Crystal Energy Tarot. This is by Philip Permutt. Bring insight and healing into your life with this 64-page book and card deck with 3 beautiful crystals, tiger's eye, amethyst, and clear quartz, which are down there. Alrighty. Published by Kiko Books, and they have done some really decent decks, so I'm excited to figure out how I will like this one. But this is only $12.95, so if it works, if it's something you're interested in, that is not a bad price for a tarot deck, a guidebook, and 3 little crystals. So let's get into it. Crystals, like tarot cards, have for centuries been used for healing and divination. In Crystal Energy Tarot, crystal healer and psychic Philip Permutt reveals the crystals that links with every tarot card, which illuminates its meaning. The illustrations beautifully blend traditional tarot imagery with crystals, from the sparkling amethyst of the Wheel of Fortune card to the crystal wands of the world. Tarot aficionados will fall in love with Emma Garner's beguiling images, while beginners will find this an irresistible first deck. The accompanying book shows how to lay out the cards for a reading and gives a detailed meaning for every card, including its associated chakra. Also included are 3 beautiful crystals, which can be used when working with the cards or separately for meditation or healing. So, all right. I'm going to hold it to this beginner-friendly claim. But first, let's take a look at the crystals here. Here's the clear quartz. They feel really good. They are solid. They are the real deal. And for adding crystals into the deck there, it's very good choices. Whoop, as I drop. So amethysts are great for any kind of divination, any type of meditation, any type of intuition work. Clear quartz are great as a universal crystal. They can be used in place of any crystal you don't have. And tiger's eye is great for protection, for grounding. It's a great all-around deck as well for courage and strength. So let's just take a look real fast at the guidebook. Okay, so we have a meditation before the reading. Then we have the cards and their associations, numbers, and the chakras. Awesome. And we have some spreads. So we have a card of the day, 3-card spread, compass point, hexagon crystal spread, and then gaining deeper insight into the cards. So let's see, then it goes into each card. All right, we'll take a little bit deeper look after we flip through. But I will say I am noticing no Fool. So hopefully it's like at the back of the major arcana. We'll find out. There's the back of the cards. It's pretty, it's decent. It has everything that the card's about. Okay, let's talk about the card stock real fast. Ooh. Those of you who like thick cards will not like this deck already. The cardstock is literally paper thin. It's a little bit thicker than paper, we'll just call it that. It's very, very flexible, which is fantastic, but you have to be delicate with this deck. Otherwise, it's going to bend, it's going to fold. Just be careful. And let's begin. This is no tea, no shade, because, you know, it is the price point as well. $12.95. No borders. We have the title. We have the number. Very Rider-Waite-Smith imagery. And we have the crystals. Fantastic. The art style is fun, different. I'm excited to read in the book about the corresponding crystals, why they chose this specific one for that. I like the choice there. Is that black tourmaline? Well, I guess we'll find out. Onyx. To me, all the black crystals look very similar. Ooh, I really like this Hermit card. Ooh, that's cool. And it does have all the different elements. That's awesome. Not a lot of diversity in this so far. We're in the 12th card. I just have to make a comment. We'll see what happens. I like this Death card a lot. That's really cool. Different. Kind of intimidating, this one, but I suppose it's supposed to be. Well, that one's pretty. I always love looking at the star card. It's one of my favorite cards. Just what it symbolizes, and it's so tranquil. This is interesting too. The background of the sky and the water is purple instead of the dark navy blue. Oh, and look at that. The sun card. It does stick really closely to the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith. So if you want to learn that system, this would probably be a really good starting deck for you. Ah, there's the Fool. Okay, we did not miss him. All right. Fantastic. Okay, I have a feeling it's going to be a pip deck, so it's going to be just the symbols here. Let's see. Yup. It's not necessarily a bad thing, especially when it's a more inexpensive deck. I understand why it is the way that it is. But it just might be a little bit harder for beginners to learn with this kind of imagery, since there's not really a scene playing out. I'm going to go a little bit faster with these. But it's nice that they have different crystals for each card. That way you can kind of use your intuition with that as well. Once you learn the crystal, it gives you a deeper meaning for the card. Oh, great. We do have people for the court cards. Okay, so I'm gonna go a little bit fast through these. I love how the crystals are incorporated with the hilt of the sword. Is that the correct terminology? Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed that there's not very much diverse with skin color, hair type, body type. That's a little disappointing. It's not the be-all, end-all for most people. However, it's something that I will always look for and bring forth when I'm reviewing or unboxing a deck. It's important to a lot of people, and if we're talking about a more modern deck, there should be inclusivity, there should be diversity, and there should be body positivity. We are not all the same looking. And say it with me now. tarot is for everyone, so representation matters. That's really pretty. I like how they chose to do the wands. Very cool. And they still have that fire element back there. I love it. So I'm glad that they added a lot of that in, of the different elements for each suit. Adding the crystals in with the symbols as well is a nice touch. And I know I'm going through these fast, but there's not really much to dive into with these particular cards. I will link where you can purchase this down in the description box below. Again, I'm not sponsored. I'm not affiliated for this. Just want you guys to find what you're looking for. I found this at Barnes & Noble. So a lot of Kiko books at Kiko decks at Barnes & Noble, which is fantastic. Okay, let's see how they shuffle here. Well, they shuffle just fine. Like, I'm not having a huge issue with them. However, like I said, you must be delicate with them, just because they will crease, they will fold, if you aren't careful. And I mean, not that that's a bad thing, but sometimes it can be. Like, if you know exactly what that card's gonna be, you're like, oh, I know that fold. It's the Ten of Swords. Okay, so let's get a card to read from the book, please. This one seems like it wants to be read. The Magician. Okay, easy enough. Okay, so here's the layout of the book. It is full color, which is fantastic. So we have the planet, which is Mercury, the crystal Labradorite, and the chakra is the sacral. Interpretation. This is your time to shine. Let me put this on the little stand so you can see while I read. There we go. This is your time to the time to start something successful. What you do now is important since it will create your future. This is a time of magic and creativity in your life. The right time for magic to happen in any sphere of your life. Work, home, relationships. You are ready to begin to realize your full potential, and now would be a good time for you to study subjects that will shape your future. But be aware of others' motives in a selfish world. People have their own motives at heart and are out for what they can get. You have control over your life as you seek it, or realize you always had it. Creative ventures such as art, music, and the media are favored here. Labradorite will help protect you, boosting your aura and making the magic around you. Mercury, the messenger of the gods, speedily carries your words and thoughts, which can help them become reality. You will need more energy to achieve your goals, and your sacral chakra stores. Oh my gosh, I can't read. Your sacral chakra stores this energy for you when you need it most. Place your crystal and focus your healing energy here. All right. So I think for $12.95, you are getting a lot. However, I'm pretty disappointed with the things that we talked about, such as the lack of diversity and inclusion. But if we're playing devil's advocate here and they're basing it off of the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith, it makes sense. However, just note that I said that. The cardstock is really thin. As you can see, it's kind of already getting beat up, like even as I was putting it in the place card holder there. So, I mean, again, you're getting what you pay for. You get the crystals, which are great quality considering. So, I mean, I'm not mad at it because we're talking about price point here. Is it beginner friendly? I think it's definitely one that you can learn on if you're okay with the kind of pip style here, especially if you're going to be learning numerology. It'll kind of help you through this. But yeah, I think it's decent. It's not my favorite, but it's definitely something that will help kind of fuel you to want to learn more. And if this is going to be your first deck, it is beginner friendly, but I think you might have a little bit more of a challenging time just with the minors here because there's not much of a scene going on to kind of help your intuition. But like I said, to each their own. The guidebook is pretty decent as far as combining the crystal meanings with the tarot card themselves. There are no reverse meanings, so just keep that in mind too. Again, with any kind of deck, there's always, even if they don't have a guidebook or a very small guidebook like this one's pretty thin, you can always gain more insight and information with other sources, such as a nice big tarot book or online or wherever you would like to seek your sources. So keep that in mind too. All in all, it's a decently priced deck. Readily available because I found it at Barnes & Noble, so it's pretty accessible. And it comes with some crystals. So if you're beginning your crystal journey, this might be the deck for you, just to have something to start with. You're kind of getting a nice little set here. However, it's not my favorite. It's not the best quality as far as the deck goes, but I can overlook that with the price tag. So all in all, again, I'm saying that a lot. It's kind of up to you and what you think. So let me know what you think down in the comments. I always appreciate your guys' different opinions and your thoughts on the decks because we're all different and we like different things. So it's always fun to see. That being said, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for, all of your support and love. It really means the world to me. I appreciate each and every one of you. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. That way you will never miss an upload from me. And do check out my link tree in the description box below as well for my second channel, which is not really this related. It's more going to be for a catch-all channel for other things. So if you're interested in that, the link is in there as well. That being said, thank you so much again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.